Welcome to Sensory Ideas on the Go. My name is Julie O'Malley, and I am the Community Education and Training Coordinator at the West Virginia Autism Training Center. Many of our students can access sensory rooms at school or sensory gyms if they visit an outpatient clinic and have a toolbox full of successful strategies they can use at home. But what happens when we step outside of our safety zone? There are many places that could be difficult for someone to navigate if they are having trouble modulating sensory input. A few examples are the grocery store, a sporting event, a parade, a park, or a college or work for some of our older students. Sensory modulation is the ability to respond appropriately to sensory information and remain at an appropriate level of alertness for daily activities. Now I'm going to share some strategies to use while you are on the go. First, a chair push-up. This can be done in a waiting room, on a bench at a ball game, in the car, sitting in a grocery cart. If you have a little one or if your child is older, it can be done in a chair when they're getting ready to take an exam. This is an easy way to work on core strength and provide proprioceptive input to muscles and joints. Next is wearing, pushing, or pulling heavy items. Use your environment, look around, and try to use what you see. When introducing it, phrase it as being helpful. Most kids love to help. Some examples include pushing a grocery cart full of groceries or carrying a gallon of milk if you're at the grocery store, carrying a backpack with water bottles in it if you're at a sporting event or outside at the park, pulling a wagon with heavy items. Weighted vests and lap pads are also easily portable from one environment to the next. Heavy work engages body awareness, also known as proprioception. Next are items to help meet oral motor needs. Oral sensory inputs such as biting, chewing, and sucking are one of the most effective ways to self-regulate. Here are a few examples of items you could use to safely meet oral sensory needs. First, chewing gum for older students, sour spray, spicy flavored items such as a Slim Jim or cinnamon candies, an electric toothbrush, chew tubes or chew jewelry, or blowing bubbles. When it comes to auditory, there are several helpful tools we can use. First are noise reducing or noise canceling over-the-ear headphones. This also provides you with a little bit of proprioceptive input by giving your head a little hug or a squeeze. You could also play calming music or allow the individual to make a playlist with their favorite artists or listen to their favorite book. Earbuds or earplugs can also be used. If the noise gets to be too much, find a quiet space to retreat. Don't forget, it is important to have a plan ahead of time. By creating a portable sensory toolkit, you will have something to take with you. Have your child help you create the toolkit and allow them to choose their favorite flavors, smells, snacks, or fidgets. Essential oils are helpful and can be put on a bandana or a scrunchie to wear around the wrist. You can also add essential oils to Play-Doh or fidgets. Make sure you use a preferred scent. It is important to know ahead of time what is most comforting. We all have different sensory processing needs that make us unique, and needs may change from day to day or from one environment to the next. Transitions, the unknown, and the inability to predict what comes next or what will happen next can cause stress for anyone. Knowing when, where, and how will help decrease anxiety. Tune in next week for a video on making and using visual aids.